Let's do it. Let's go. Hey, this your boy Nino the Boss.
This your boy J2.
And this is KPR1 Radio, you know what I'm saying?
And we here at the J2 Nino Show, live coming at ya.
Hey, we got some special guests today, man.
Some real special guests.
People who started Trapxart, you know what I'm saying? We got Jesse and Mina in the bit, you know what I'm saying? I wish they had some hand claps or something.
Man, because we should show we emulated ourselves.
Yeah, you feel me?
You know what I mean?
Hey, it's late.
And while you're in a clapping mood, you know what I'm saying? Check this out, though. Man, these are some for real individuals right here, you know what I'm saying? There's some real, like, innovators, pioneers, today's game. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on in the Bay Area. Like, they really sitting up top right now.
And I know y'all heard about it being in the Bay Area. It's the fact.
How could you not have heard about Trapxart and you in the Bay?
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just had their event this weekend. It was one of the dopest things I've ever seen.
Super lit. Super lit. It was March 10th, 2017, and they also allowed your boys at J2 Nino Show to set up, man, which was a huge favor.
You know
what I'm saying? See, that's my point. They continue to bless everybody around them, and see, that's probably, and that's one of the major reasons why they at where they at. You know what I mean?
Because they give opportunities. You know what I'm saying?
So let's hear from them. What's up with Mina? I mean, just man, that show was crazy. Like,
thank you guys.
So how you feel about it?
I thought it was great. I mean, it was our first time putting together a runway show, so it took about 3 months to plan. It was a lot of late nights and work and all kind of stuff, but it turned out beautiful.
So this was Trapxart's first fashion show.
Fashion show, yeah. We've been doing events for like almost 4 years, but it was our first fashion show.
Wow, that's stellar right there. We was a part of the first fashion show.
Man,
you know what I mean?
That's big right there.
That's crazy.
So how long have y'all been doing Trapxart? You said 4 years?
It started in 2013, so yeah. We've been doing events since 2011, but Trapxart since 2013.
Wow. Now that's big, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then y'all got so many different, you know, like, it's just so, everything is different. It's like everybody come with something different, everybody brings something different to the table, and then y'all put it all together, and it's just like a masterpiece. It's like a master painting or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like I was just like stuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't even suck it all in at once, you know what I'm saying?
For real,
but it was
man.
definitely like the dopest event, man. And y'all got another one coming up soon, right?
Yeah, we got an event next Friday, so that's March 24th in San Francisco at 111 Minute Art Gallery. And that one's not a fashion show, but it's just a regular trap art, and that's where we started trap art at 111 Minute Gallery. So that's like the mecca of trap art.
Right.
And if you're not there, you are still back. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all better come to that thing, man. If you missed the last one, like, and some more good news, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all be tuning in because it will be airing on Comcast TV, channel 78, our TV. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all be tuning into that. We keep y'all posted with the news and everything. And,
you know, more to come than that, but you know, you only can probably handle a little bit at a time anyway. So
I know it's too much.
That's all we're gonna give y'all. So listen here. Tell the audience, tell the people out there, what are some of the things they get expect to see at like your the regular trap arts, like
the regular trap art. So basically, it's like it's a artist community. So you're gonna see a whole bunch of art set up from several artists. So probably like at least over 15, maybe 20 artists at some events and some more, but. It's basically that you're going to see a whole bunch of art, but it's not just that. You're going to see a whole bunch of turning up. You're going to see dancing. You're going to see some house party type feel. But it's pretty much just a good vibe. So that's pretty much what you see. Art, turning up, people having fun.
Right.
That's pretty much what it is.
A culture thing.
Yeah,
like,
it's
you know what I'm saying? That's an event that basically has like substance. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a regular party going to the club playing trap music. It's got trap music, but on a different level. Like, you know what I'm saying?
When you bring the art, I think that's what really add something to it.
There you go. And that trap is the soundtrack.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what's up. So, Amina, how are these magazines coming along? Because these look really
They're
like put together.
They're coming along great. So we have volume 3 that we have the sample for. The
Okay.
release party is April 14th in San Francisco.
Okay.
And that's when we'll officially release it to the public. But they release quarterly. So
Okay.
this is our 3rd edition. So we did one in the fall, one in the winter. This is spring. Take a look at it.
Yeah. So how
And
can
y'all make sure y'all go to trapart.com.
Yeah,
Check it out.
trapxart.com.
Everything is on there. You know what I'm saying?
Everything's
Check 'em out.
there.
How can we get our hands on this? Like if we just sitting outside or sitting at the house, man.
We sell them on the website. So
All right.
trapxart.com
Best picture.
/magazine, and everything's there. But we do if you're in the area, we do the release parties whenever they come out, and they're fun. Everybody or mostly everyone that's in the magazine is showcasing at the release party. So you'll get a chance to talk to and meet and greet with the folks who are part of the magazine.
Okay, so how can people like reach out if they wanted to? If you had like another artist or something who wanted to, you know?
Yeah,
how
we
can
have
they
a
reach you?
contact form on our website, and we're pretty good about responding within a couple days or so. It's just
Okay.
trapxart.com/contact.
Okay.
And it's just a little form they fill out and we get back to them. And
Okay.
it's kind of for everything. So if you're interested in the magazine, if you're interested in being an artist, if you want to just rock with us, however, that's how you would get in touch with us.
Or IG.
Or DM us on
Yeah,
Instagram.
we always on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, which leads me to my next question. So, obviously, we need to get more youth involved in being able to put together individuals like you two. Like, you guys obviously have a great bit of organization and communication skills, you know what I mean? Like, what are some of the things you guys had to sacrifice in order to make, you know, this dream, this vision of yours, like, be a reality? Like, what type of steps did you have to take?
You just gotta be dedicated. So I think that's first and foremost, like really be dedicated, and just stay at it. Just stay consistent, and over time, it's not gonna be instant success with anything, anything real. And so just, you know, you'll have your ups, you'll have your downs, but just stay dedicated and, you know, plan things out. And I mean, that's pretty much how we did it. Anything else?
Yeah, I think you know, just to add to Jesse's point, just staying dedicated, being consistent, and just, you know, working hard. There's always going to be, you know, things that don't go the way you want them to go. And I feel like that's what separates people who are successful versus people who aren't. It's like when those things happen, you just figure out, okay, what could I have done differently, and just do it again, versus letting that defeat you and be like, oh, I'm just going to go get a 9 to 5 because that didn't work
That's
out.
the big
You
thing,
know,
because most people just give up. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? You got a bunch of people who start a dream and then they just quit on it.
Right.
Because they, you know, fail. When failing is all a part of success. That's what
Right.
people understand, you know what I'm saying? But that's big that y'all like stuck through it. That y'all been doing it since 2013.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
trap art. We
2011.
started,
11?
before there was trap art, trap art was the glory. But 2011 to trap art, we was doing parties, but we had to pull people's teeth to try to get them to come out. We was
Right.
doing parties that wasn't even hip hop parties, because
Right.
they wouldn't allow us to do hip hop parties in San Francisco. When we wanted to make a living from promoting. So we had to do like house and electro parties, catered to a whole different crowd.
people we did not know at all.
But we just had to find a way to do it, and that was tough. That was real tough, but we made it through that. And
Okay.
grabbed
So what was the
this.
turning point from where you was able to finally navigate it to, or steer it to, like the crowd and the energy, the music, the vibe that you wanted? Because you just said that
Right.
at first you had to start it in a different,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
we started doing trap art, but it wasn't. We was doing other events, and trap art was just one of them.
okay, I see
So
what you're saying. So
it
the
was-
trap art was the turning point
Yeah.
of doing it in your arena, but you guys were already promoters.
Yeah.
But you had to cater to a different crowd at first.
Exactly.
Right.
And
I
trap
understand.
art, when we used to, back in like 2013, when trap art first started, like we would do a trap art event and then not even work on it for like the next month.
Oh,
Because
okay.
we're like, okay, now we have to focus on this event and this event and this event. Whereas now trap art is daily,
Like, that's your-
live,
that's-
24/7. But back then it was just like, it was a great event. We used to love doing it. We're like, oh, okay, good. It's trap art time. Like we get to do this.
Yeah.
But there were times where like the switch would get turned off because we just had to work on something else.
But obviously this panned out to be saying, because this is crazy. Like, I just want y'all to see this again. Like this is like a real volume. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is
so many
real
talented people in
artwork.
that book.
It's like the show
It's crazy.
basically. Its best as kids like probably could never be, but compressed in an idea, giving you an idea of the different, you know, the characters, the beauty, the artwork. You know what I mean? You know, it's a movie, and and this is just like the literature part of it, the visual literature. So this is something you guys definitely need to look into, and for you kids, you need to be trying to figure out how you can perfect your drawings. So that maybe Jesse and Amina can possibly place you one day.
Another thing to add is that we don't only do artists. So entrepreneurs. So say like you have a clothing brand, or you make jewelry, or you make candles,
or a tattoo artist.
A tattoo artist, or whatever you do. If you're an entrepreneur and you have something that you want to showcase, like we have that as well at our events.
Right.
It's not just like
drawing,
art, like canvases and art. Yeah.
Great. Well, looks like right now that might be all the time we have for the first segment, but hang in there because we'll be right back with Jesse and Amina in a minute to talk a little bit more about this trap art. But in the meantime, this your boy J2.
And this your boy Nino the Boss, man. You know what I'm talking about?
And we here with the J2 Nino Show. And if you ain't down with us or trap art, then you are what?
Slipping on your pimp.
And you're stupid.
You idiot.
You idiot.
Chill.
Yes. So we back here with the trap art owners, creators, pioneers, brainchild gurus,
You know what I'm saying?
masters of ingenuity.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? This brand that's like already pretty much global because you cannot stop social media from going global,
Nope.
and they have a heavy social media presence. So I'm sure I just want to know next upon many questions like let's talk about like where you guys plan to take trap art like and where it's already been besides the Bay Area.
So we did LA back in February. It was great. It was a really
Alright.
nice turnout. LA was amazing. We're going back in May. So May 21st, we're going to be at the Avalon Hollywood. And that one's going to be pretty big. We're booking 100 artists to showcase. It's a very large venue, so we can accommodate 100 artists. So it's going to be a lot of just amazingness visually, like lots of eye candy, just all kind of art and entrepreneurship and everything. And then July, we're going to Atlanta for our first event in Atlanta. It's going to be at Level 5 in Buckhead. And so that one we're starting to work on. We've been connecting with Atlanta artists, and they're pretty excited about it. And we're excited about going.
Sounds like you got a lightweight tour.
Man, Trap Art
You know what I
tour
mean?
on the way. OTW.
On the way.
Yeah,
OTW.
That's big. Atlanta and LA. Like
them
them is like
major areas, man. Those are it. Like those are the you know what I'm saying? Those are the major metro cities, dude.
So
And
y'all be tuning into that. Like that's big. When is the event again? Like going in LA?
The LA one is May 21st.
Okay.
And the Atlanta one is July 7th.
Y'all heard it.
Shout out to everybody in LA getting ready to experience what we already know if you haven't already. And the same with you people out in the ATL, all them ATL.
Hey, so y'all know
wait
I'll
till
be
y'all,
back,
man,
you know what
I'm trying to tell you, boy.
Yeah.
Wait till y'all see this right here. Wait till you meet these two geniuses, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all get them like full self-service Waffle House and anything they want.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly when it comes to that.
Anything they want.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Lay out the carpet for them because this is an event that when they come to your city, you definitely gonna want to be there because you gonna feel like if you wasn't,
It's like a new wave.
like man.
You know what
And
I'm
if you don't believe it, just get ready to watch the station in a week or so. You're gonna see some visuals. Like so, look where else? Come on.
I mean, there's really no limit. Like we're just gonna kind of start scouting out venues in different places and just go.
There's artists all over the country. That's really what we start noticing. Like, I mean, we went to LA and that kind of opened our mind to like, oh, we really was able to do it out there. And then you just see people like artists from all over like will follow us. So it's artists from all over. I mean, it's a lot of creative people. I think everybody looking for an outlet. And we traveling and yeah, so really wherever with Chicago, Seattle, wherever.
Okay.
Africa.
So how do you reach out to these different markets and get them together? For you got to take a trip out there or something, or how's that work?
Well, I mean, for the Atlanta, we just use Google, find some venues, get a venue, and then the artists we already have artists in the pipeline.
Okay.
Like, we have lists, and then we just it's not hard to try to find artists from cities
Everywhere, because they there.
Yeah, and then we'll post it on the Instagram coming to Atlanta, and then that's how some artists
And
it
they'll
is
start
to reach
contacting
out.
us too.
Genius, pure genius. Yeah.
Guru. And
Man.
that's dope. That's big. So y'all don't understand how big that is. If they started something, they just taking it around the world. You know what I'm saying?
Like I hear this already. The Trap Art tour. It just goes.
And it was all an idea first. And
Yeah.
look how far y'all came. Like that's just inspiration in itself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Appreciate
and to get
Thank
people
you.
going. Like that's some good stuff for the youth. You know what I'm saying? To like learn and like to take with them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we need. We need people like y'all around. You know what I'm saying? For the youth.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
We definitely excited. We just excited, and we feel blessed. But we're gonna keep working though.
Right.
That's all it is.
All right, I got another general breakdown question. So how did the name? I mean, what were you guys like one night just coming up with names, or what? How did this Trap X art this? Tell us the math
Y'all gotta
behind
get it
that.
together.
It's
Not Trap
actually,
Art.
yeah, it's actually.
So the name first like I said, we was doing all type of parties, and we was trying to do a party. We started doing a party called Trap Holiday.
Okay.
And it was at 111 Minna. and it was like a.
But it wasn't the.
It
It's
wasn't.
not. It's not the trap. It's not. It's
Nah.
not the ATL trap. It's not. It was like that genre of music that came out that was sharing the name for a while. That was kind of like dubstep,
Oh, like
electro,
house,
hip hop.
I said we had different
Slash.
networks back then.
Right.
So there was Trap Holiday, and then.
And it was more so for like we were trying to get like young college students,
Yeah.
so like 21-year-old girls to come in who were like listening to, you know, a trap remix of a song.
Okay.
But it's not like
It
the
wasn't,
trap that we're talking
yeah,
about now.
wasn't-
It was like
nah.
that was the name of it back then.
Right.
And the demographic was way different.
Totally
than
different.
Trap art is now. But then we did Trap Holiday, but the vibe was cool. Then we we were doing it at 111 Minute.
Which is the art gallery
It's an
already.
art gallery already, so they already have art in there. It's a gallery.
Right.
And then we just, I don't know what specifically made us to start booking artists.
Well, someone asked us.
Someone asked
Yeah,
us.
someone asked us, "Can I show my art?"
Right.
And we were like, "Yeah, I mean, sure, why not?"
Why not?
And then we found out that the venue actually had hanging walls that you could add into. So like the art's already there, right? But then we were like, "Oh, we can bring in other artists and they can actually hang up their work on these walls."
Okay.
The walls kind of hang from the ceiling, but they have to be installed the night of. So they're not normally there, so you wouldn't know that.
Right.
And so then we're like, okay, like now there's art here, and now we're playing trap music, and then we kind of just started having our DJ play like, no, just play more rap, like skip all that other stuff, just play rap now, like you know, just play the music we listen to,
Right.
and because that venue was cool, like they were okay with that. So we kind of X'd out that other trap fusion that was going on, and then it just became regular like hip hop R&B music, and then we had artists there. And then that's just what happened. And then the X came in because when we were getting our website, that was what was available. So we're
With
like,
the X.
trap
like how
X
they put
art.
the
Like,
they put the suggestion there.
No, we came up with it. It was Instagram, yeah.
Instagram. It was already a.
and there was somebody who's a trapper, I think, who's an artist somewhere. And so they weren't doing events or anything. So we were just like, okay, well, let's just put the X there.
in the middle.
And then that's just what happened.
Man.
Okay, so I got a question for y'all. So who are some of the like big stars who have like came through, like, or some of the, you know what I'm saying, like influential people within the community that came through trap art? Cause I know I wasn't tripping. The other night I seen Mr. Fab.
Yeah.
Was I tripping or you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold on, is that? You know what I'm saying? That's big.
Yeah, he came through. I mean, we've had a few people come through. Like I said, it hasn't been just.
It hasn't been like
just
our.
no A-listers, but you get some football players come
Right,
through.
right.
Yeah.
We had a
Some
really
Bay
famous
Area,
artist
yeah.
from New York come to our last one.
Yeah.
He did the art for Beyonce's video. Sorry.
Okay.
He's a Nigerian body painter, and so he came and he did some live painting last time.
That's
It's on our
what's up.
website. His name's Lalu NYC.
Well, it's just a matter of time, folks. You're gonna be able to just like
Get
be
flooded.
overwhelmed
Yeah.
with the names that you're
People gonna
naming
be
that
reaching out to
show
y'all
up.
trying to just be
I mean, the
there.
entity is like already been stamped itself, like, and you know, the name flows, it sounds dope. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of time before you got like A-list celebrity football players, just athletes, period, entertainers, actors, you know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what you're doing, because they gonna come to you at this point. They just gonna show up at your door. You're gonna be doing business as usual, doing your events, and you just gonna look up and it's gonna be some for real traffic at your event, because like you doing you regardless. And it goes back to what we were just saying earlier, like what I was like always taught, like the difference between millionaires and everybody else is that they follow through. They finish what they started. Like they set a game plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Those are all the things that I was taught, like our family was taught. And then also, like, if you measure something 10 times, then you should only have to cut once after that, as opposed to only measuring once and then you have to cut 10 times. You know what I'm saying? And this is the type of game that me and Nino, like, we want to continuously spread to the youth. And it's people like y'all that help us make that so much easier, because look what you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look what you're showing. Like, you're not being Like, and then remember the movie Baby Boy? Mm-hmm. And he asked a question. He was like, "Are you a buyer or are you a seller?" You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I answered that question myself. Like, damn, you know what? Right now I'm buying, but I need to be on that selling page because that's who's really living. Like the buyers, he said it. Yeah, all the buyers are continuously trying to catch up. They're just spending their money buying. Mm-hmm. The sellers, they just continuously selling. You know what I'm saying? And to me, you guys are like sellers. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Like, and these magazines right here are
man,
this not crazy.
This not like 10 pictures stapled together.
Man, this is volume 3. This is the difference between millionaires and everybody else. Like, they followed through. Like, they finished it. Like, what was in your head came to like concrete evidence. And this is the exact thing we want to show to our youth. Like, you're leaving the door open. Like, this is the roadmap. To, if you want to start your own magazine, look, this is volume 3, and I mean, I told you already. Like, from page 1, like, it's just crazy, and it's like the quality is like A1. It's like, if you wanted to be a photographer or an artist or a tattoo artist or anything that has to do with art and visual and graphics and color, like check in the Trapxart and watch what these people are doing. Like, they setting out a formula.
They making millionaires.
And they showing everybody else how to do it. No matter what the event or the venue is, their actions are speaking louder than their words. You know what I'm saying? They're showing you how, whatever it is, if you want to be a party promoter, you want to throw this, that, and the other. Like, they doing it. And that's why we got them on there, and that's why we are gracious to know y'all, and we appreciate everything y'all have done for us and invited us along y'all ride, and somehow figured out a way at the last minute too to include us in their show, like unselfishly.
They did not have to do that, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's selfless. Like, that's selflessness. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure every artist and designer and model would say the same way. Like, these people don't charge.
But you can tell last time when we had them, you can tell how they was. They was how he is right now. Like,
humble as ever, man. That's humble pie, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. I really appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Coming through once again. Thank you for including us. And you know what I'm saying? Anything else y'all can do, you know, we or need from us that we can do, just hit us. Like, we trying to put things together. We ain't gonna tell you what it is now, but you know, stay tuned. And then the people that are staying tuned gonna find out what else is to come with these amazing figures of the Bay Area. These are factors. You know what I'm saying? Fixtures. These are fixtures in our urban community. Jesse and Amina Brooks, you heard it from me, are fixtures in the urban community. You know what I'm saying? Because they are letting their actions speak louder than their words. And that's what the game is about, young people.
And a lot of people talking, but they ain't doing nothing,
man. Everything, what we say, they the king of what? Sound good. Everybody's the king of sound good.
Sound like a movie theater.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, just... Right.
But they out here doing it, man.
They out here doing it.
And that's what it's about, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we trying to push. That's what the whole radio station, that's what the J2 Nino Show is about. There's a prime example of what we trying to do. It's like motivate the youth, and there's people who trying to do what y'all doing who don't even know where to start. Y'all is like the map tool.
Yeah, and the flashlight too. Yes. So look, quickly, one more time. Let's get all your social media in case they lost it. Tell them everywhere they can find it.
Matter of fact, before y'all say that, let these kids, if y'all got anything to say to these kids watching right now, anybody who watching who inspired by y'all, if y'all have some words or some inspiring words to tell them, you know what I'm saying, what would y'all let them know?
Yeah, just keep going. If you have a dream, just keep going. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something. If you want it, you could do it if you set your mind to it.
There it is.
And I would say just work hard and be persistent, and don't be set back by, you know, if things don't go exactly the way you want to the first time around.
Right.
Like, just figure out what you did that didn't work out and do it again.
Yes.
And do it again if you have to do it again. Just keep doing it again. Don't ever feel like you can't do something.
There it is. You remember that? You heard it spoken like true soldiers, man. Yeah. You know, pioneers telling you the truth. Let's get to social media right quick, one time.
So for Trapxart, it's Trapxart. It's on Instagram. My personal one is at Amina Brooks, AminaBrooks. And our website is trapxart.com.
I'm at jbrooks20 on Instagram, and then Trapxart is all the ones I use too. So that's
there it is. Check all them hashtag Trapxarts out on your social media. You know what I'm saying?
Good to say I'm on there. I'm on the hashtag.
Yes. And just remember one time, this is your boy J2.
And this your boy Nino the Boss, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't tuned in, man. If you ain't tuned in, you slipping on your pimping.
And if you ain't up on this trap art movement, you're stupid.
Fat. Stupid dummy. Are you stupid? Are you dumb?
There it is. One time, man. Look, hey, thanks.